Hey guys, this is Mr. H. Hey, I am going to do two linear regressions. I'm going to show you how to come up with the equations using your TI-Nspire. I'm also going to show you how to round your coefficients to whatever decimal place they ask you to. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to determine the correlation coefficient. All right, so what I have on my screen is I have actually I want to start with this one. It's the owner of an ice cream stand, and they're keeping track of the average daily temperature and the amount of daily ice cream cone sales that they have. So the X value is the temperature, and the Y value is the amount of sales that they have for that particular day. They want us to come up with the linear regression. So I'm going to do a couple things. I'm circling this word because that means we need to come up with the equation. And the equation is going to be y equals, and then we're going to have to come up with the slope and the y-intercept. And we've got to round it to the nearest hundredth place, which is 2 decimals. Okay. Now, and then we're going to do the correlation coefficient, and we're going to also round that to 2 decimal places. All right. Now, you should know that. Okay, so here we go. First thing you're going to do is you're going to take this table and you're going to enter it into your calculator. So let's go get the calculator. We're going to use, let's go back to the home screen. We're going to use the spreadsheet. Going to go up to the very top, very top. It's got to be the very top of the graph. And then you're going to enter the X and Y. And then you're just going to come here and you're going to enter the X values. So the X values were 72, 75, 81, and then it was 78, then 77, 76, and then 80. Okay, that's the temperature. And now we're going to come here. I'm going to do Control 7. That's going to take me to the top of this column. And then I'm going to enter the amount of sales. It was $126, $183. It was going to be 263, 229, 200, 185, and then 249. All right, so make sure you enter all the data correctly. Now, once you've done this, you're going to go back to the home screen and you're going to come to this. This is called the data statistics page. So you're just going to click on this and you're going to see all the blue dots. And what you're going to do is come down to the very bottom and you're going to enter the X. This is the X axis. And you see the blue dots will move. And then you're going to come over here and you're going to enter the Y axis. And then basically that's the scatter plot. Now, it doesn't matter what it looks like. They've already told us that we're looking for a linear regression. So you're just going to do menu 4, 6, and then 1 for linear, right? And here is the equation. Now, everything is already rounded for us. No, it isn't. Actually, this is to the first decimal place. We need it to be to the second decimal place. So what we're going to do is we are going to go back to, we're going to do menu, and then you're going to go to settings, and then right here, the display digits. We want to display 2 decimal places, so we're going to say fix it at 2. And then we're going to make sure this diagnostic is checked, and then you press OK. Now, here is the equation. It's $15.13 times X plus a negative 959.63. So that is what we're going to write on our page. Let me move this over so you can see that. So it's going to be 1513x minus or plus a negative 959.63. Now, if you do this, that's 2 points, assuming that you've entered all of the data in properly. Now, to find the correlation coefficient, we are going to take this r squared and take the square root because the correlation coefficient is actually r. Now, the thing that you have to be careful of, this is going to get rounded based on what you need it rounded for the coefficients. But this, we're going to take the square root of. So we need to have at least 4 decimal places. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to settings. And now I'm going to set the fix to 4 because I want to have 4 decimal places for the r squared. All right. So, and when I do, let's see, click on this, There it is. So it's 99835. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this number and I'm going to take the square root of it, and that's going to be the correlation coefficient. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to do 0.9853. Actually, I'm going to take the square root of that. So I'm going to go ahead and press enter. I'm going to do square root, and then I'm going to just copy this number. So boom, right? And then this needs to get rounded to 2 decimal places. So you can see it's 0.9926. So you need to round this to 2 decimal places. Now, if you absolutely need to, you can go back in and set this to also help you round it to 2 decimal places, but you got to be careful. So it's just 0.99. So if I go back to I'm going to say R equals a positive 0.99. Now, the reason I know it's positive is that the slope is positive. So if the slope were negative, I would make that negative. So it's 0.99. And so this means it's a very strong positive correlation. And that's it. That's all you're doing. So this is 2 points if you round it properly. This is 1 point if you round it properly. And this is 1 point if you say strong positive correlation. That's it. That's all you have to do to get 4 points. Now, I expect you guys to be able to get at least 3 of them. So come on, let's get them. All right. So I'm going to stop and I'm going to post this.